So I bought a new sprayer. Now someone would ask, I thought you did some videos on sprayers. Why in the world do you need a new sprayer? Well, the one that I rigged up from the 12 volt pump and the 55 gallon barrel, that was a spot sprayer, just used, you know, on a hose. And this is also it is a spot sprayer in that when this lever is flipped, then the pressure comes out here where you have a hose, and I'll show you the hose in just a second that comes with the unit. But yes, I have a Femco. I did a review on that. I'm still happy with my Femco after about 12-15 years. But this sprayer is for larger acreages. This is what I needed. This sprayer, my Femco, will do about a 6 foot path. My tires are about 6 foot apart, so my Femco will do about a 6 foot path. This does a 15 to 16 foot on either side, so I'm getting a 30 to 32 foot swath sprayed with something like this. Wasn't cheap, not cheap, but I have got to take control, get my pastures back under control. They're just they're a mess. I've got a lot of stuff in it that don't belong there. Anyway, so I bought this. I'll tell you a little bit more about it as I do videos on the spraying of it and whatever. But basically, once you get your pressure set, and this is where you set your pressure. I have it set at 40 psi when it sprays. And 40 psi at 4 miles an hour gives you about a 30 to 32 foot swath. But let me show you a few other things about it, and about the mixing of it, and mixing of the herbicide and what I'm actually trying to kill. And the herbicide I'm using will kill goatweed. Nightshade is what I'm concerned about, nightshade and goatweed, because I have got a bunch of both. I'll show you nightshade in just a minute. Everybody knows what goatweed is, but I'll show you one of those too. But it also kills blackberries, so you know I've got to be careful with it in my blackberry field right there. I can't get too close to it. So, but that's the Chaparral. When I say this will kill blackberries, this will kill blackberries if you have something in it called Chaparral. And it also killed bahia grass, which is another reason I'm using it. The sheep like bahia, but it just takes over everything if you don't get it under control. And if you don't know what bahia is, God bless you, because you don't have, probably like fire ants, you do not have that menace to deal with. Anyway, that's my rig. Okay, I've got my mixture in the sprayer, still filling up the sprayer. And what I did, because the mixture is a powder, let me show you. That's the Chaparral. As you can hear, it's a powder. And this is the measuring device that I got with it. I put 14 ounces in a 110 gallon sprayer. I put about 2 ounces in my 25, my little Femco, when I sprayed just around the yard here. But this is going to go to 110. And what I did was put the powder in here first, or put some water in here. Put the powder in. I think I did 7 ounces at a time. Stirred it up real good, just to mix it up. You don't want the powder dropping straight down to the bottom where the filter is. You want it to be somewhat diluted. This sprayer does agitate it, but had I had it full of water and turned the agitation on, it probably would have been okay. But I went ahead. This is just what I've been doing on my little Femco. You just mix it with water first before it goes in the tank. So, but this is the tank I bought. By no means cheap. PTO driven. It's got a 8-roller pump on it. Quick release on the PTO. That just, you just pull the little orange thing and it just pops right off. Obviously 2 hoses. One of them is running to recirculate back into the pump. This is my first time to use it with chemicals in it. I did a dry run, or a wet run I guess you'd say, with just water. but it the agitation, or it recirculates, therefore it will agitate what's in the tank. But anyway, I'm going to put some Dawn in it for a surfactant, helps it stick better to the leaves of the grass and weeds. I'm doing what I have right now, and I'll show it to you, is nightshade and goat weeds. Nightshade are just about to take over one of my pastures. It's where I planted peas and tomatoes and peppers and another little patch where I planted onions last year, I believe it was, and year before last too. And where I tilled it and disturbed the soil, I'm getting a whole lot of what is called nightshade. Little green plant, thorns on the stem, comes up and makes a green ball about this time of year. It's flowering right now, then it makes a green ball, and then it makes a yellow ball, and it just reseeds itself just as pretty. We don't want that. It is really taking over. Even though the sheep eat it a little bit, they'll nibble at the leaves. Seems like I've seen them nibbling at the leaves. Son, I know nightshade is poisonous to us, but apparently the sheep can eat some of it. Probably not a steady diet of it, but some of it. But I've just got way too much out there. And one tank, this is a 110-gallon tank. One tank will do 7 acres. So 14 ounces of the Chaparral will do 7 acres. So it's 2 ounces per acre. So I've got it running. PTO's pumping. I can hear the liquid going through it. It's running about 80 psi. Now when you're spraying, you do about 40 psi at 4 miles an hour. Now I time that with my GPS on my phone, and that's for me it's first gear, high range, at about 1250 RPM, something like that. It's agitating some, but not a lot, so I am glad I thinned it out, or I broke it down first from the powder to the liquid in the coffee can. So anyway, once I get going and start spraying, I'll check the PSI. I want to be going 40 PSI at 4 miles an hour. So when I open up, this valve is for the hand sprayer, which attaches right there with like a garden hose. You can get the hand sprayer with it. These two open left and right sprayers, which are just these little doodads right here, just a real small thing, but they will go 30 feet, 15, 16 feet in either direction. So I'm covering a 30-foot swath when I do this, which is why I bought it. Could have done it with my Femco, but this would take so much time. So when I raise it up, it's about level. I got that top length spread out all the way, and so I'll open up these two when I get out to where I want to spray. This one and this one, that'll be facing the tractor. That'll be the right side, left side. Open them up, start spraying. So here's the hose set up. Again, hooked up right there, has that lever flip. This lever controls the spray, whether or not it's a straight shot like that. And that's about 20 or 30 feet. That is out there. And you can flip this one off. Hopefully I can get with it. There. See the change in when I push this lever down, changes it to a finer spray. If you're doing fence line, something like that, just it like that. The little red cone on the front, he said, was mainly a splash guard, keep it from splashing back in your face. First time I'd use the hose, but I could see where that would be great for a fence line. This is what I've been told is nightshade. I haven't really checked it out, but it's got thorns on it on the stem. Probably not going to be able to see that. It's in the grass too. Thorns on it like a thorn blackberry bush, really. And then they'll start making flowers, such as that. And then about a month from now, they'll have a little green, what looks like a cherry tomato, a green cherry tomato. And then they get yellow and drop off and reseed. So this is the main culprit, because it is taking over my pasture. And I have got to get it. There. It's just here's some of the nightshade. A couple of days after it was sprayed, a few days after it was sprayed. It doesn't start to turn automatically, immediately, but it'll kill it. And as you can tell, the grass, the Bermuda grass, not injured. That's what you need. Okay.